Silence is the best reply to a fool. When words are many, sin is not absent, but whoever holds his tongue is wise. Sometimes silence is the most powerful scream. The smarter you get, the less you speak. When you can't control what's happening, control the way you respond. In silence, saying and sometimes says the most. Some things are better left unsaid. Silence is the ultimate weapon of power. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Don't waste words on people who deserve your silence. Silence is the language of the wise. Words are silver, silence is gold. Meaningful silence is always better than meaningless words. Let your silence be your response. True strength is knowing when to walk away in silence. Don't raise your voice. Improve your argument. Silence is the best response to those who don't value your words. Listen to silence. It has so much to say. Silence can be the loudest word. Don't talk, just act. Don't say, just show. Don't promise, just prove. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Then more. Talk less. Learn to sit in silence. You're the loudest sound. Silence is a source of great strength. Be silent in the heat of anger, and the wave will pass. The less you respond to negative people, the more peaceful your life becomes. Sometimes silence is the loudest cry for help. Let go of the noise, and you will find the answer in the silence. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. There's a time for silence and a time to speak. Silence is not empty, it's full of answers. Keep your words soft and sweet. You never know when you might have to eat them. Silence is a fence around wisdom. Cutting ties with toxic people is necessary for your well-being. Silence doesn't mean you have nothing to say. It means you don't want to say it to the wrong people. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Silence is a way to shut down a conversation without raising your voice. When silence speaks, it's louder than words. The hardest part of growing is realizing the people you once called friends no longer are. Peace is found in the quiet. Sometimes it's better to walk away in silence than to argue with fools. Your silence can be more powerful than their words. Sometimes you just have to cut people off for your own peace. Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. Silence can speak louder than shouting. The art of conversation lies in listening more than speaking. You can't control others, but you can control your reactions. Letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to move on. Silence is the best way to avoid unnecessary drama. Sometimes, the best revenge is no revenge, just silence. When you choose silence over drama, peace will follow. Cut the noise and allow yourself to heal in silence. Silence isn't awkward, it's peaceful. Some people deserve to be cut off for your mental health. No response is still a response. Silence is sometimes the loudest thing you can say. When words fail, silence speaks. When someone can't hear your words, let them hear your silence. Silence has a way of turning heads more than loudness. Silence and cutting off negative influences is a form of self-care. The ability to be silent is a sign of inner strength. When the mind is silent, the heart can speak. There is power in your silence. Cut the cords that no longer serve your spirit. Silence is often the best way to communicate your strength. In silence, you find the answers you've been searching for. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing peace over chaos. Sometimes the most important things are left unsaid. Silence isn't avoidance, it's self-protection. When silence is your only option, it often speaks louder than words. The less you say, the more they'll wonder. Silence is the refuge of the wise. Don't explain your silence, them feel. The strongest communication often happens in silence. Sometimes you have to distance yourself to see things clearly. In the silence, there is clarity. If your absence doesn't affect them, your presence never mattered. Choosing to remain silent is an act of self-respect. Walk away silently and let them wonder. The less you reveal, the more powerful you become. Silence is the ultimate protest. Choose your silence carefully, it speaks volumes. Don't be afraid to go silent to protect your peace. Your silence will haunt those who underestimated you. Silence often screams louder than words.